Breaking news, folks, about the ISU shooting of Tyler Comstock by Mr. Adam McPherson. And they're breaking news and breaking into regular programming here this morning. And here's a press conference by the frickin' cops. Let's see how they spin this to get out of it, huh? Let's hear them take responsibility like men.
As you guys all know, on November 4th, the Ames Police Department requested the assistance of the Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation in regard to an officer-involved shooting that happened on Central Campus. DCI agents responded and assisted the Ames Police Department and the Iowa State University Department of Public Safety with the investigation. The investigation has been completed. Agents and members of the Iowa State University Department of Public Safety.
You're not going to investigate anymore, huh?
Met with Story County Attorney Steve Holmes.
Closing the case.
And discussed the investigation.
So don't be talking about it no more.
Upon reviewing the recordings.
We're pissed here in Iowa about this, folks.
And video recordings of the event, County Attorney Steve Holmes.
You were not justified, sir.
Officer McPherson acted reasonably.
No, he did not.
Under very difficult circumstances. And Officer McPherson's use of deadly force was justified. As you all got,
what'd I tell you, folks?
Referred to the provided letter stating the opinion
Pussies.
of County Attorney Stephen Holmes.
You're the ones that need to be in high-speed chases and locked up.
The press conference over to Commander Jeff Huff with the Ames Police Department.
Thank you. While we do believe the dash cam videos speak for themselves,
lawsuit.
I'd like to preface with this.
Lawsuit.
You see the pickup truck operated by the suspect who is driving with a
shame on you.
Wanton disregard for the safety of every.
Not until he turned on the lights.
In contrast, you will see patrol cars operated with precision and care.
Yeah, as they slammed into him too.
When crossing intersections
at will.
Other vehicles. The officers back off when it was suggested by the supervisor, but continued with lights and siren as a warning to other bystanders.
That's not backing off, sir.
The officers attempted numerous times to stop the suspect. The suspect had every opportunity to stop the truck and comply with the officer.
Not when he knew he was going to get blown away, sir.
He chose not to.
Because we know what's on the other end of getting out, getting blown away, sir. He's afraid for his life, sir.
And a suspect still attempting to harm the officers and posing a very real and deadly
risk not proven.
To everyone in that area. Officer McPherson fired into the truck to stop the threat and stopped firing once it appeared the threat had been reduced.
Yeah, once you know you eliminated him.
Dash cam video from Officer McPherson's patrol car.
Not until after you turned on the lights, man. Think about it. The moment you turned on the lights, you took his life. The use of deadly force needs to be taken from law enforcement at this point, folks. They are no longer authorized to use deadly force. They are murderers if they do. Do you see him driving erratically yet? I think he's obeying the stoplights. Do you see him driving erratically yet?
I don't see the vehicle plate. I just have trailer plate 5528 George.
Look at it, he even obeyed the green light. Driving just fine. No problems. No safety issues here. Now they just cherried him. Now, of course, yeah. Because he's running for his life. We know this about you guys nowadays. That's why these poor kids take off. Because they know that he's in a fight for his life. And look at that. Cop's just fine, ain't he? No problem. He even can back up and keep going. No threat to no lives here. Yeah, he's driving fast. He wants to get away from the murderers. I don't care what the dash cam is showing. Look at this. If you would have stopped right there and said, okay, we're done, none of this would have been necessary. Your lights declare an emergency. It doesn't mean we have to obey those lights anymore, folks. I mean, come on. Because this is what it's going to get you, a bullet in the head. And they're showing it to you live. They cherry you. They're going to chase you down, hunt you down, and put you down. This is all this is showing me. Look, he just blew a stop sign. Come on, cop. What kind of danger you put in the community? And look at that truck having to get out of your way. How do you know if he wasn't looking, he could have ran over a kid? You're the one putting the communities in danger, officers, by these high-speed chases. You hear me? You're enforcing only civil laws. None of these laws warrant cruelty, okay? It was a theft. All right, you don't hunt somebody down over a theft. And I'm sorry, you citizens out there, let's have your car stolen. What would you do? Well, I would exercise all my legal rights to get my car back. Oops. Now, see, that was an accident. That wasn't on purpose. So we have only 2 known collisions. It was an accident. He spun out. He probably didn't even see the officer there. So I don't see any intent here, officers. No intent here of him trying to harm you. He just wants to get away. And then the dispatch warned you to get away. Let him go. And you didn't. And it resulted in the ending of his life by your hands. At this point, this is where the truck gets stranded. Okay? The cops are ramming him. See? Look at him. If it's so unsafe, look what you're doing to him. You're the ones taking the law in your own hands, but you don't have a right to end his life. See? That's where he's dead. The cops are killing him, man. Those 2 collisions were accidents. He wasn't purposely ramming the cops. I see no purpose. Ain't that right, baby? Even my baby knows, and I'll teach her all about it. This is how we fight back. Guns drawn. I only saw an accident. I didn't see any purposeful ramming by him, by Tyler. Nope, it was all accidents.
The Iowa State University police officer, who was the secondary officer.
Bullshit, you pieces of crap. POS. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian, man, but you guys are not Christians. You need to repent, man. I understand he stole a truck, man, but this was from his father over a pack of cigarettes, and it was his father's truck. The father called back and said, stand down. Dispatch told him to stand down. They continued and took his life. Both collisions I noticed were only by accident. We just saw it. The collisions were only by accident. He didn't start driving erratically until he was cherried. This is over a theft. And that he would have came back with the truck. He was not reported to be armed or dangerous or violent. He just left with his dad's truck. He probably didn't even see that officer there when he backed up at all. He had the trailer there. He was blind. He's blinded. The cop was right behind him when that happened. So the kid was probably going to turn around, didn't know the cop was there. So I consider that an accident. And the other collision. And I don't know why they're repeating this. Think about it, folks. Every time you get pulled over, this will be your fate. Even if you just get pulled right over, they will shoot you. You make one wrong move. Okay? We're not the professionals. We don't know how to behave in an emergency, huh? Right. So, when an officer turns on his lights, he's declaring an emergency. And theft is not an emergency, folks. We cannot let our country be turned into this. All right? Enforcing our laws, man. It's not law and justice. It's love and justice, man. If people would have just been patient and exercised love in the situation, the kid would have returned with the truck with his father a couple hours later and still been alive. All right? But our kids are scared nowadays. Look at what you're showing them. They know to run from you. They're not going to kick back and let you jack them up. That's just human nature. And you see, that collision was incidental too. He spun out. As he spun out, he turned around, and that's when he hit the cop. Okay? So, and now this is where they start ramming the crap out of him. So if ramming was so dangerous to you, Mr. McPherson, then why are you doing it to him? Are you trying to kill him with ramming of your vehicles? Is that your intent? You hope to kill him in a... We ain't stupid out here. We're going to fall for this crap. We're not going to swallow it anymore.
A disc for you when you leave today that has copies of both of these videos that I just showed.
Maybe I should get that disc, man, for evidence in the future. Lawsuit. Family, you should sue. Don't let them walk all over you and your family in the name of trying to keep their peace and everything. All right? You expect more out of your police officers and sheriffs. Shame on you. Letting these cops off.
We could see some things flying out of the back of the vehicle. How fast was he going? What exactly was happening as this was unfolding that maybe we wouldn't see that has happened?
I'm not sure what point.
Well, maybe after the first crash along, what's it, beach or wherever that is, over by Hilton, where there's the first crash.
Sorry, Mike. I'm holding this camera with my own hand. It's hard for me.
What's flying out? What's going on there?
It's hard to say exactly how fast he was going because we were, at that point, some ways back.
So he could have been doing the speed limit, right?
But there were things flying out of the vehicle as well, which is also dangerous.
From the trailer, yeah. Yep.
I know.
Trailer was damaged when it
Look out for them buckets. Look out for the flying